So, hello monsters and ghouls. I just stopped from Love for my therapy session. I decided to stay for dinner, and honestly I have no idea what to do for my next video. So I was thinking about it, and I decided to let you guys get to know me a little bit better. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm still a little sick. So forgive me if I occasionally cough and that thumping you hear of my nail bag, because I brought it to my therapy session because my therapist lets me do my nails at her place. So I did my nails. Hopefully I'll stop biting them and they'll last, and I'll still be able to cook in my cooking class at school. As you can tell, I'm a little out of breath. And hold up. Okay. So today was a strange day. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and we had to go outside to do some photos and stuff for my photography class. Froze my ass off for one photo, and I couldn't do the others. I had to do them on my way back and barely made it to my 7th-hour class. I don't know if it's me being a slow slug or whatever, but that's what happened. Shit, I'm freezing. Whew. So that happened. Got a lot of things off my chest at my therapist, and I accidentally just blocked the number from my sister on my own, which I think is a big step in the right direction for me, because obviously she was very toxic and manipulative and couldn't see my side of things, and I acted more like an adult than someone nearing her 30s who's trying to get her own kid back and stoop down to not nice levels. So, a little bit about me. I can't really ask for questions. This isn't really live. Maybe I'll try doing a live someday if you guys like it a lot or something, or want it. But, I'm pansexual, which means everyone's hot to me, I guess, is one way of explaining it. I don't really care for looks. I mean, if you have like a nice personality, then I'll definitely consider dating you. But not now, because I have to bring that up to 2 others. I'm poly, which means I'm in a multiple person relationship, which means I'm dating 2 other people, bio females, and I'm gender fluid, which means some days I'm female, others I'm a male, sometimes I'm both, sometimes I'm neither, or sometimes I'm like a third gender. My gender fluctuates, actually, so it depends on just what I feel that day. Currently 18. My birthday is November 11th. I've been at Burlington for like 6 years? 5? I was 12 when I got here, so like 13, 14, 15, 18. So like, yeah, 6 years. We're nearing 6 years. I got here July 31st. I remember that day because that's the day I found my mother dead on the floor. I was upset, I guess, but when I was taken in by almost complete strangers that were supposed to be my family. So that day holds a lot of value to me, I guess, because I can still remember most of that. I'll be going to something called the Pack House after I graduate this year, hopefully, which is a place where people with mental handicaps or physical handicaps go with all severities. They go there and they learn life skills and they get a job and they go to school and they just get their life together. I've been going there. I've been diagnosed and undiagnosed a lot of things, but I think I still have those symptoms. They just undiagnosed me because nothing helped me. Like schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder, I think, was one thing they were checking for. They put me on medication for it, but never got far. I'm an insomniac. I'm bipolar. I have ADHD and depression. And I have something physically wrong with me, which is a period problem, I guess. It's more of a woman problem, where I started my period when I was really young and it just never came back. So they put me on a pill, an estrogen pill, so I could start it, and I'm still on it, I think. It's a big white pill and I've still been taking it. And now it helps me start it, but now I'm really irregular periods. And like sometimes I can go months without having a period. And I guess that's a worry of mine for the future, because most likely I'll be carrying any future children if we plan on going down that route. So it will be hard to know if I'll be fertile and be actually able to carry a child. And I think the wait time to actually know would either be extended, or we would have to actually go to the doctor and they'd have to do like ultrasounds and stuff like that. And just cross the road real quick. It's freezing my ass off. So that's just a personal issue of mine. I remember since I was really young, I've been obsessed with the idea of having kids of my own, of biological children. I think I got into my head that I just wanted to pass on my father's legacy or something along those lines, pass on a genetic legacy of his. And I just got into my head that in order to do that, I need to have kids. So that's something I want to have done, I guess. I mean, I enjoy kids, and I'd like to have children someday. So that's one thing. They're coming to my house. Got to be really quiet, because I don't know if my aunt's home or not. She's just thinking on the phone. Let's see if it's still locked. She's home. Or not. Hold on, guys. Let me just do all this. I don't know what's going on, so it's weird. She isn't home, but no one, the lights aren't on. It's like 5, right? It's like 5:41. Okay, well, I'm not gonna take my pills yet. Let's go up to my room. Sorry for the sudden silence. Wow. She's not in her room either. Fuck. Just have clothes on the bed. My foot really hurts right now, so I'm gonna sit down. Sorry about that. Okay. What was I on about again? Oh yeah. Stuff about me. Well, I obviously like dyeing my hair crazy colors. I look a mess. You guys should have seen me when I had a mullet. A mullet. It was what I wanted, so it's what I got. I actually liked it. I guess I should talk a little bit about my past. Like a little bit more in detail. Because of the last video, I think this might be a little therapeutic as well. To just have complete and utter strangers, no details that most of my family doesn't even know. Okay, let's start with something. I was an alcoholic at age 6 or 7, and I started smoking at 8, I think. And that lasted till I was just a little before my mom died when I was 12. A lot of messed up shit happened to me. I was molested. I'm not gonna say by who because, to be honest, when I was little, I drew pictures, which I don't remember drawing. And I did say it was this person, and then I had to retract that statement after my mom died because I didn't want people interfering with the new life that I had. But I was molested by someone super close to the family, or at least to my mom, and I was mentally abused by both my mom and stepdad. I was physically hurt by my stepdad. I was mentally abused by both my mom and my stepdad throughout her meeting him, I suppose, and his family. I used to have, from what I remember, I don't know if this is completely true, but he had a son, and I adored this family. His son had a wife named, what am I gonna call her? Let's call her Jennifer. Should I go with that name? I'm sorry for those of you who are named Jennifer. Jennifer had a child. I was super close to Jennifer, and I presumed she was really close to me. I was like 9, 10 when I realized there was a little something wrong after she had her second child. I grew really close to the daughter that they had, and I didn't really like their son at first, because I was like, well, I have this little girl. I always wanted a little sister to protect and to do this stuff with, but I don't know how I feel about having a little brother. But I warmed up to him real quickly, and I don't remember if I was told this, but I did hear, I think, some stuff, or if I don't know if my mind remembered that after hearing stuff about her, where I would used to go into the living room, and she'd leave me alone. Jennifer would leave me alone with the kid, the oldest kid that they had, before they had a little sibling, and we would watch Winnie the Pooh and all my other movies. Then the son came along, and something changed. Jennifer didn't like having me around anymore. She was very rude and gave me nasty looks. And I think I overheard her call me a bitch one time. And I was like 9, 10-ish. And like, I didn't do anything around the kids that would like be a bad influence. I didn't drink around them. I didn't smoke around them. I stayed to myself with like those types of things, and I just had a nice time. And it was one of the few times where I actually didn't want to drink or smoke. To be honest, I did have multiple personalities growing up, so I could be getting things wrong or something, because my personalities like to mess with me, and they have changed over the years. There's just too many to count now of voices in my head, like over 15 now. I'm not sure. I've kind of reeled them in a little bit more and gotten a little bit more control. They used to do a lot of things that would harm me and such. And as I grew up, I was physically abused by a cousin. I was slapped. I was around people who did drugs, which were like my sister, the said cousin, and I have a lot of stories about my family. Like this one time, the boyfriend or the father of her child or whatever, well, she had another boyfriend, stayed with her and like helped clean and stuff, moved her mom's ashes, and moved this cousin's mom's ashes, and to clean. And then later on, when she found out pregnant, she took one of our glass ornament bowls from the table. I think it was empty at the time, and she smashed it over his head. Like, there was no wound or anything, but she smashed this thing over his head. and then I retreated into the room with her son. She had like 3-4 miscarriages in a row because she was getting stressed and she attempted to steal stuff from us and yada yada yada. I guess if you want any other questions answered, leave them in the comments and I'll do as best as I can to look through and answer them. So I hope this video is up to par. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you ghouls and monsters later. See ya!